What's going on, guys? Dan the Eco Man here. Hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to talk to you about a little subject real quick and hopefully clear up a little bit of information that you may have. So I wanted to make this video about two things. First one's going to be whether or not you should or shouldn't get a catch can, an oil catch can. And the second is what all the mods are that I have done to my vehicle so far. I don't think I've actually had like a mods list. I'm working on trying to put that on Instagram. But I actually wanted to tell you everything that I've done to the EcoBoost so far. So to start out with, I want to try to make this video as short as possible. So there are good things about catch cans from what I've seen and heard. Do I personally run one? No, I do not. And the reason why I don't have one is because first, I didn't plan on doing all the things I've done to my car so far. Up until this moment. And second, there just wasn't a lot of research about them. They're kind of like a recent thing. I mean, like back in the day, people I think were using them on higher performance cars, but it was like, I don't know, something happened and just kind of took the Mustang world by storm, and people were like, oh, I just had to have a catch can. So first, do you have to have one? Absolutely. Like, do you need it? Is your engine going to blow up if you don't have one? And the answer to that is no, that's not going to happen. So if you don't run a catch can, meaning you don't want to fork out the extra $100, $200, however you want to pay for it, what is going to happen is little deposits over time that slips through the PCV valve, and it's going to get on your intake valves. It's going to get on the back of the intake valves if you don't have a port injection, which our EcoBoost Mustangs do not. So over time, and here's the thing, we don't really know how long. I mean, it's not like somebody's done a time lapse with a camera inside of the intake valves of the EcoBoost Mustang to see exactly when it will be bad enough that you'll start losing performance and having issues with your engine later down the line. So now, if you just don't want to worry about that at all, having a catch can will help. Will it completely stop the blow by getting through the PCV valve and into the intake valves? No, it will not. And there has not been a single catch can out there that will 100% stop that. It's just not possible at this moment. So little blow by will get by no matter if you have a catch can or not. It's catch can will help with that. And I don't know if it significantly reduces it. I don't know by how much or what percentages. I just don't know. But the real hardcore reason why I'm not doing that is because I'm actually going to port injection methanol in the next few weeks. So once I do the methanol, once you add the methanol, and I'm doing a Pro Meth kit port injection, it'll be able to steam clean the intake valve, so to speak. So whatever deposits I have on there right now, if it's heavy or not, I do not know. I haven't really noticed any performance drop. I think my car runs great personally. So only you know how your car is running. So with that and the methanol, I think that'll really help out a lot. So I'm choosing not to run one. Now, maybe later down the line, if my tuner recommends one and tells you, hey man, you really need to get one, then I'll do a little bit more research and see what are the positives and negatives. So really there's no negative to having one. I mean, it's not like putting one on your car is gonna cause some catastrophic failures. From what I've seen in the research I've done, I could be wrong, I'm not 100% on this, but for the most part, what I've been looking at, it's not a bad thing. So if you do want to run one, that's fine. But if your car is brand new and you just bought it off the lot, I mean, you're not really drag racing it or it's your daily driver, so to speak, and you're not running it too hard, I'm going to say no, you probably don't need one, because at this point, there's not really any hardcore research to say if you don't run a catch can, your car is not going to last to 50,000 miles. That information is just not out there. But having one is a little peace of mind. So just keep that in your mind if you do want one. If you plan on doing some heavy modifications to your car, running bigger turbo, and really trying to get that 600 horsepower mark and doing a built block and all that stuff, then yeah, you might want to go ahead and consider that. It's just the added insurance. So, but personally right now, I'm not going to run one. I'm doing methanol port injection, so we're going to see how that goes. If I do need one, we'll look into it later down the line. At this time, I'm not running one, and I've not had any issues, and I've got about 31,000 miles and some change on my car, and it's running great so far, and I'm loving the tune. So everything is running cool. So the mods I want to go over real quick, I've done since the vehicle's been stopped. I've switched a significant amount of things on it. So let's start with the MP Concepts reverse light. I got that off American Muscle. I've done the exhaust. I have a muffler delete. I did some tips at some shop that was down in Texas when I lived there. And I still have the resonator, NBRP 3-inch downpipe. It does have the small catalytic converter on there, but it's high flow. I originally had a Bama tune with the SCT device, but since recently I've switched to Cobb because that was what the Pro Tuner that I'm using uses to tune the EcoBoost Mustang. So I switched to them. And let's see, I've done the Mishimoto front mount intercooler. So far that's been doing great. Haven't had any issues. And I think that one's rated up to about 550 horsepower. So I'm going to hold on to that for a while until I need a bigger one. Let's see what else. I've done engine charge pipes from the stock ones. I've done the Turbonetics drop-in NX2 turbo upgrade. I've done the Roush cold air intake. And most of these parts I've got off American Muscle. The only thing I didn't was the turbo, but I got that off of Tune Plus, with Atom Tuning. Let's see. I've done a GT350 trackback spoiler with the ZL1 add-ons wicker bill. Let's see, done the RTR upper and lower grills with the accent lights. I have RTR side splitters, RTR rear quarter splitters, and I did the RTR Tech Mesh wheels. They are 19s by 9.5, I believe, and I'm running two 75/40s. Those are the Michelin Pilot Sport AS3s, and let's see. That might be it. Oh, iBox Sport line. So I'm doing those. I haven't really done any coilovers. I like the drop that it gave me with the Sport lines. It looks really good, and I love how it drives. So I haven't done a full suspension haul over, but I'm looking into doing that as well. So we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to give you a quick rundown. And once again, it is your car. Mod it how you want to. Don't listen to some information that somebody told to you. If you don't have the research in front of you, you haven't done it yourself, you haven't had an experience with it, or you haven't talked to someone who's done it themselves and can show you the facts, then it's, like I said, it's your car. So listen to whoever it is that you want to listen to. But I mean, nobody knows your car like you do. You drive it every day. You're the one that's in it. So mod it how you want to and love it. It's your build. So again, I want to reiterate, do you absolutely need a catch can? No, you do not. If you plan on tracking this car and this is going to be your drag strip car, I mean, I'm talking about in the future, you're looking at putting this thing on a trailer and taking it to the drag strip, then it will probably be a good idea to invest in that because you're going to be running it super hard at the drag strip, getting every ounce of power out of it. But just a daily driver, not really pushing it that hard, average day-to-day driving, you're not going to need it. And that's why it doesn't really come with one, because the intake valve, I would say the damage probably wouldn't even start occurring. When I say damage, I'm talking about how dirty your intake valves will be. I would say it would take a while, quite a while. I mean, you would really have to drive the snot of this thing every single day and maybe for the next 30, 40, 50,000 miles. But look at the cars that that you're trading in. When you're trading in a car, if you're going to trade in whatever car you have, you're probably getting about 60, 70,000 miles on it. Most people don't make it to the 100,000 mile mark. And if you do, you can still drive off of that, and you probably haven't even noticed any performance drop. And if you did, it could be because of the intake valves being dirty. But I mean, your car still lasted nonetheless. And that's the whole point behind this video, to say, if you don't run one, your engine will not explode. If you do run one, I'm sure it adds, a little bit of peace of mind knowing that some of that blow by is not going all into the intake valve. So we'll keep them, a little bit cleaner. But no, at this point, it's not sure how much it actually keeps them clean. But if you want to keep them a little bit cleaner, sure, go ahead and spend $200 if you have it. It's not a bad thing to do. But thanks for watching the video. I will be updating you with everything that's going on, and as soon as I get this methanol kit installed, I'll let you know what I think of it. Thanks for watching. Peace.